Mrs. Edelman is a Spelman College graduate and a Yale Law School graduate. And the Children's Defense Fund grew out of the civil rights movement under her leadership. In 1969, Marian Wright Edelman began the Washington Research Project, a public interest law firm that monitored federal programs for low-income families. And out of that initiative, she founded the Children's Defense Fund. CDF's Black Student Leadership Network, the BSLN, inspired by SNCC, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, had been conducting Freedom Schools since 1988. Training at Shaw University was held with field offices. CDF's Black Student Leadership Network, inspired by the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, had been conducting Freedom Schools since 1988. These students trained at Shaw University and had field offices and memberships on college campuses. By 1992, Marian Wright Edelman started a youth literacy and leadership program in Marlboro County, South Carolina. Her hometown is the city of Bennettsville in Marlboro County, South Carolina. The great success of these schools led to the birth of CDF Freedom Schools program. At this time, please welcome Marian Wright Edelman, the founder of the Children's Defense Fund.
This is Marian Wright Edelman, and on behalf of the Children's Defense Fund, I want to extend a very warm welcome. Thank you so much for answering the call to serve and equip yourselves and our children for successful futures. The path of a servant leader is one of great honor, humility, hard work, sacrifice, and perseverance. All of us at CDF are so grateful to every one of you for stepping up and doing your part to change the odds for America's children, especially those left behind, especially children living in poverty or with disabilities. The CDF Freedom Schools program is rooted in the Mississippi Freedom Summer Project of 1964. But more than 50 years later, its mission is to urge us all to really make sure that we continue to carry on the struggle that our ancestors who fought slavery and who fought segregation and who are fighting today for equal opportunity for all of our children left behind in poverty and because of the color of their skins. And the day when the majority of our public school students can't read or compute at grade level, and poor children and children of color are still particularly far behind, we must change these hostile school environments and exclusionary discipline policies and practices which continue to deny children of color opportunities for success and contribute to their risk of entering the cradle and school to prison pipeline. And now, rising poverty and school closures because of COVID-19 threaten to push our most vulnerable children even further behind. The Children's Defense Fund's Freedom Schools, your help in Freedom Schools in your communities, and young, energetic servant leaders like you are the key to closing these gaps and transforming our unequal and unjust systems. Children need you, and they need safe and nurturing and affirmative spaces and affirming spaces as well, where they can learn and bloom and serve and be like you, a servant leader, when they grow up. Every child needs hope. Every adult needs hope. And hope comes from your freedom schools that are fun and engaging. Hope comes from the books that are culturally relevant, where they can see the struggles of their ancestors and who fought slavery and fought segregation and who succeeded in many ways. It comes from mentors like you that look like and respect and believe in them. It comes from dedicated and caring young people like you so that they can see what they can be. It's very hard to be what you can't see. And in these uncertain and turbulent times, hope is perhaps the most precious gift we can offer our children and all those who are in need and have been left behind. I love our Howard University president, Dr. Wayne Frederick, who told servant leader interns at Freedom Schools' 2015 national training at Haley Farm. that if you pour love and hope, determination and dedication into anything you do, you will succeed. But more importantly, if you do it into a child who has limitless boundaries, they will rock the world. You can help them rock the world, and you can rock the world. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart for educating and empowering the next generation. You and your scholars will rock the world. I wish you Godspeed, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I hope many of you, out of your Freedom Schools experience, will decide to build a strong generation of children who become strong adults who understand that the purpose of life is to serve and to give back and to help other people achieve their God-given potential. Thank you so much. This is Marian Wright Edelman.